Well, gather around, kids. I have a story to tell you. It was one of those nights. Big ass trees, huge, stupid buildings, and lame people flash by as the awesome street racer, known only as Rob Silverstones, fly by in his badass car. People on the street pull their dope shapes off as he passes, thinking, what the ever-loving friggin' fuck was that? Rob Silverstones parks by a fountain. The fountain is stylishly ornamented with little carved pictures of naked ladies and shit. As soon as he parks, he takes the keys and throws them into said fountain with a nonchalant smirk. He walks up to the strip club, talking to the bouncer. The bouncer says, well, if it isn't the one and only Rob Silverstones, known by many, feared by even more many. The bouncer still has a pitchfork stuck in his brain from the last time they saw each other. Got stuck in there in a fight, just never came out. Rob flicks the pitchfork, creating the note F that F's up and echoes inside of the bouncer's head. He screams in agony. Rob just says, you couldn't sing your way out of a paper bag. Even with that thing in your skull, you still scream out of key, sucker. Rob walks into the strip joint, leaving the bouncer behind him sucking his thumb. The stage is well lit. The dancers all have big boobs and round asses. Walks up to the most big boobed and round assed one, Vina Vino, and says, hey baby, how's business tonight? Vina turns to him and says, a little slow there, Silverstones. Earlier some guy hit on me in the most disrespectful way. What way was that, baby? He asked. Well, he started off calling me baby. No one calls my honey baby, honey baby. What then? Rob inquired. He tried to lick the back of my head. What? I might need to have a conversation with this fella here, Vina. Vina Vino says, you can. He's right there. Rob turns around and sees the biggest, worst smelling, huge muscle gorilla he ever saw. A fella known as Duke Shooter. Duke Shooter is no one to mess with. And he says, I heard about you, kid. You're Silverstones. My name is Duke Shooter, a name to be feared, a name to be respected. And I don't appreciate your presence here. See, this is my strip club that I go to, and these honeys are my babies. Vina looks at him, very upset, and says, stop calling me baby, honey. Silverstone says to him, see there, Shooter, the lady doesn't appreciate it. Duke Shooter shrugs and says, well, I guess this is where I get my knife then. He goes for the knife in his boot, and he bent down, he says, this is why I always keep a knife in my boot. Rob Silverstones laughs and says, and that is why you shouldn't keep knives in your boot. Rob points to Duke's leg, which is bleeding severely after a deep cut from the knife. Duke passes out from pain on the middle of the strip club floor. An ambulance is called. Duke leaves the scene. Left is Vina Vino and Rob Silverstones. Vina says, well, that took care of that. To which Rob answers, you know it, baby, that is how I roll. Don't call me baby, Vina says. Rob shrugs and says, I'm sorry, honey. Vina eyes an empty whiskey bottle by the side of the stage and breaks it over Rob's head, causing him to pass out. She literally adds an insult to injury and says, that is how I roll. She walks out of the strip club Shift is over. Bouncer turns to her and says, "See you tomorrow, Vina." See ya, bouncer. You'll be a bouncer all your life. Every night she threw a coin into the big ass fountain for luck. Today she does that. That's per usual. A coin that symbolizes her current hopes and dreams of a nice husband, couple of kids, house, dog, cool sports car. She sees the car keys in the fountain that was previously thrown there by Rob.